assigned several, but this one is a murder that took place in 2019 at 202 Canela. It was a double murder. About 7:21 of 19, we received a 911 call at 10:44. There were two victims. Patrice Williams, she was a black female. She was about 35 years old, and Endsley Robinson, and he was 39 years old.
Take me back to the day that they were found. How are they involved with each other, and what is the information that you guys know so far?
I think they were just friends. They were staying together. They were selling drugs. It was definitely a narcotics house. We received a 911 call at 10:44. Somebody had stopped by to see them, and initially the story is they stopped by to see them. They discovered they were deceased. They left, and then they came back with another friend and called 911. And that's the way we initially got there.
How were they killed, and what kind of evidence do you have?
It was a gunshot. They were both shot. It appeared to maybe a surprise, like they didn't appear to have fought back at all. The Miss Williams was still sitting on the couch with eating a bowl of food. Main evidence we do have some shell casings. It was a robbery or a burglary, however you would like to say, because there were some things missing out of the house. One of which was a firearm that was missing out of the house that we have recovered since then. It's a good piece of evidence. We just need more to go with it.
Have there been any major suspects involved at all in the case? And
yes,
what kind of leads?
Over the years we've developed several suspects. One of them was the initial 911 caller. They have been cleared. We do think that their story has been consistent over the years, and we do not believe they were involved. In fact, they were somewhat family members to these deceased people, and they were regular friends.
How many years has it been since you've had any leads on the case?
I'm trying to think fresh leads. Probably several years since we have fresh leads, but we are still. I have interviewed multiple people this year in reference to this case. That some of them were old leads, some of them were new, or just maybe it's worth talking to people to see where we're at on it. Executed a few search warrants on some social media type stuff, but we're really close on some things, but we need just a little bit to push us toward probable cause.
Officers say they found 34-year-old Patrice Danielle Williams and her cousin, 38-year-old Endsley Robinson III, dead inside from possible gunshot wounds. Adacia Harris lives next door to the crime scene.
Probably about seven or eight shots fired.
How long have you been working on this case?
One of my partners had left CID, and she was working on it at the time, and she kind of passed it along to me. So I've had it for probably about 6 to 8 months, but I helped her on it off and on over the years anyways, interviewing people and talking to different folks.
What is it like working on a case like this, and how hopeful you could find any sort of answers in this case?
I'm very confident on this case. I know that eventually we're going to talk to the right person that has the information that we need. Cold cases they're unique because you're not chasing down 100 leads at one time. You're trying to develop one lead that you can go on at that time, and the leads get fewer and further between as the cases go on. You know, as the years progress, the cases are the leads are not as easy to come across.
And you're talking about the victims in this case may have been involved in some illegal activity which caused the murders.
Well, yes, they were selling some narcotics, and oftentimes that attracts some people that aren't mainstream, aren't normal people. Some people on the fringes of society at times.
But regardless, justice needs to be served.
Doesn't matter. I mean, they were committing a minor crime, and they had a major crime committed against them.
Have you been able to talk to the family at all the past couple of years, and what are their thoughts?
But I have talked to them, and they're just like anybody else. If there has a family member deceased, they want They want some answers. They know that we have some viable suspects. We just don't have the probable cause to make the arrest.
How many suspects are viable at this point?
Really, I would say two. One for sure, and maybe a second one, an accomplice. But we also have some other people that have not ever been completely eliminated, that were developed early on in the case, and they've never been completely eliminated from the case.
Do you have any DNA in this case?
No.
Anything else that you want to mention about it?
We need somebody. I am very confident that there are people out there that know exactly what happened. We just need them to come forward, whether it be anonymous or just reach out to me, and I will talk to you. I know this family deserves justice just like anybody else's family does.
If people have any sort of information or leads, what's a good number they can call, or who can they contact?
They can contact me directly. It's 903-798-3226.